So this is the FEIN Multimaster 700 that I'm looking at in this review, and this is really where the multi-tool, the oscillating multi-tool started. Now, it actually originated for removing plaster casts. So because they didn't want to use a saw which would cut somebody's skin, they came up with a little saw that just had a very, very fine movement on it so that you didn't do any damage. And that's really the key to the whole development, if you like, of the multi-tool, is that you can put it in, you can be very, very gentle. So if you're going through a floorboard or you're going through some plasterboard into a wall, if there are pipes and cables behind there, you can actually stop, hopefully, before you hit them. So a lovely little tool. It's a development I had for many years and still have, actually still use the earlier corded version of this, but of course now they've got the star lock setting on it, which is a joint development between FEIN and Bosch, so you can put the blades on very, very easily on the star lock. I'll just show you how they work. This is what comes in the pack here, and of course we know these blades are expensive. You've got to look after them. Nicely engineered. These are actually universal for wood and for metal, so hopefully the long life blades are going to last a while. So what I've done is I've lifted the trigger up here, which basically brings those two pins in there together. So when you've done that, you can put that back down, and then you could just simply put it on the blade, light press, and you'll hear it click on. Now when you start this off, reasonably soft start on it, it's got a speed control on the side. Now the speed control is necessary because a lot of people just get these tools and they go straight in at top speed, and really that doesn't do the blades a lot of good. So just try and keep the blade as cool as you can by selecting the right speed. Don't just fly into a bit of hardwood and ram it through, because obviously as that blade becomes more and more blunt, it will overheat. So you want to get the best out of your blades, cool it basically, that's what I'm saying to you. Go as slow as you can. And one thing you will notice is all multi-tools are noisy. Some are noisier than others. We're going to give you the decibel readings for each one, but this is actually very, very refined. Compared to my old FEIN, this is a hell of a lot quieter, but it's also probably the top machine in terms of vibration resistance, because what they've done is they've articulated the head. They've kept the head separate from the body, so there's that little bit of flexibility there, if you like, spring loaded, so that actually it cuts a lot of the vibration out of the user. You will find with some of the cheaper tools, especially if you go for one of the sort of 50 quid DIY ones, that the vibration and the noise in them is huge. So FEIN have been thinking about the fact this is going to be used by tradesmen because it's a high price point, if you like, for molded tools. It's probably the flagship model and it's going to appeal to the trade, and they're thinking, well, the trade will be using this all day long, so they want to make it as comfortable as they can. Now, the other thing that I really like about this is nice compact battery, because what you are trying to do with these tools very often is to get them into a tight space. So you don't want anything bulky on the back, and you can see that they've kept the whole line free. So if I go up against this wall, for example, you can see that you can get right close in and the battery isn't fouling at all. Nice single-handed grip there, and the on-off switch allows you to take your hand away. Now I find that tremendously useful, because sometimes in my plumbing work when I've been using molded tools, so I've been trying to cut a pipe which is right at the back of a bath, and I can't get my hand in there to actually switch it on and off. So what I do is I switch it on, I select the speed, and then I'm holding it by the back end. So not all the tools will allow you to do that. So it's something to look out for if you're like me and you're trying to work in those tight spaces. This comes with very many different attachments. You can get depth stops for it, you can get dust extraction, you can get all kinds of things to add. But here's what I would call a basic kit that comes on this particular configuration, and nice little box. got plenty of room to put your blades, a nice storage container there for your blades. But the only thing I would say is this box isn't a stacking box. It's not part of the Saltimo or the L box family, so you won't be able to stack it basically. So let's get out and give this a go. You can feel the quality of it, especially that vibration. The fact that they've articulated that head, kept it away, means that you're not feeling anywhere near the vibration that you're feeling with the other ones, which gives you a lot more control. That's the point. It is very, very controllable. Not only is it fast, but you can place it very accurately. It doesn't jump about. A lot of people will know this machine and trust it because it was the original multi-tool, if you like. So this is using the Starlock Max system, which means it's not backward compatible with the OIS system. So that could be a factor to take into account, because it does mean you're going to be locked into those more expensive blades. But having tested this tool, I can tell you that those blades do work. They are a premium quality blade, if you like, but they do give you that extra bit of performance. So let's see how this one stacks up against the other tools in its class and the other lower priced tools which are running on that OIS system. All that is coming up in our 9 tool showdown when we've finished reviewing the tools individually.